Field, H.A. Chapman Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Tulsa head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Golden Hurricane offense takes the field as we get this game underway. And here comes David Wells, Jr. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game. Offense in an empty set.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
He's got enough. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Quick give. It's McKinney. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Run in the red zone. It's Davis. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tulsa!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's McKinney. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Third and long coming up. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Navy will have to punt it away. On the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. On the run, it's McKinney. Turning it on. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Tulsa now has it in the red zone. They'll test the right side. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Caught on the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From deep, it's Gee. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. In traffic, it's Smith. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. The run inside. It's McKinney. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gee. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Navy. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen, though.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Quarterback changing the play, keeping it on the ground with the running back. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Sells the run, looking to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got them set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Rush right in his face. Finds a man on the left. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Back to throw, it's Hartman. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Here comes the heat. They got him, great pressure by this defense.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second and long here. Looking for the edge. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On play action. Hit as he throws. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Hartman. They're all over him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Navy will have to punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Might have a chance. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Tulsa got it rolling on the ground with the last play. Let's see if they go back to it. Looking for a crease. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Long way to go on 2nd down. Right side, it's Gee. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Pulls it. He'll toss it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job at assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Hunt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Tulsa. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Now, that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the option. Now the pitch. Pass to 6. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Hartman. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it.
Makes the grab in their space. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They just keep firing. Out wide right, it's Robinson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. He'll set up to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Not a lot of room to field this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll ride Davis here. There he goes. The 50. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it on the option. Quick toss. Enough to move the chains. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw. It's Hartman. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Navy quick to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his man. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Reels it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just...
It's a seam wide open. Past the 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Tulsa. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
wide left, it's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Looking downfield, it's Hartman. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll throw on third down. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snaps on fourth down. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with a W.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time.